is January 15th, 2025, and I want to welcome you to my channel. As you come in, I ask that you would like, and if you find the messages that I'm sharing touches your soul or gives you wisdom in an area that you were seeking, I ask that you would subscribe because there is more where that comes from. Okay? Let me clear the energy. Not only is this going to clear my energy, but this is going to clear the energy around the collective. Ashe. All right, so I took some time to get the message that is for you all. And the message is, where do we go from here? Right? Where do we go from here? Let's see. Let's set this up so I can see. So we do have a lot to talk about. My spirit team gave me quite a bit to share with you guys. I'm going to recommend y'all get paper and pen because I'm going to give you some practical tips on how to protect yourself and how to prepare for the tribulation, which was spoken about in the Bible. Now, I've had the question posed to me, are we in the tribulation? And I'm not able to answer that question, but I am able to say we are either in the tribulation or we're approaching the tribulation. And for the chosen ones, we are what is called the first fruits. We had to go through hell and high water so that we can show people how to go through it. And I want to say this because this is what my spirit team gave to me earlier today. People get offended when other people say that they're the chosen ones, but we're chosen by ourselves to walk a path that most people are not able to walk or choose not to walk because it requires sacrifice. It requires great sacrifice. It requires immense sacrifice. But I want to pose to you guys now that what we're moving into, there's only going to be two ways to go. One way is going to be to walk through the tribulation and to come out on the other side with your robes clean with the Lamb's blood. That means that you endure to the end. Or you go the other way, which is the way of the matrix, and you become a slave. So this message is incredibly important, and I just pray that those that I'm assigned to, that they will recognize my voice, they will recognize my frequency, they will recognize the energy that I carry, and that they are able to accept the word that's going forth today. So the first thing I want to talk about are the drones. I have other social media that I post on, so all of them aren't getting the same thing. The truth of the matter is each social media that I post on is based on the consciousness of those that I'm speaking to. TikTok has high consciousness. Facebook is kind of up there. No. Facebook is not. YouTube is up there. Facebook is, people are still very much deeply entrenched in the matrix. Welcome in. Hey, lady. This one's gonna be a really good, strong one. And if you can, grab paper and pen because I'm gonna share with you guys what we need to do as we go through what we're going through. Don't find it weird that you're going through a lot of very difficult things because this is the season that we're in. So first off, I want to talk about the drones. There is so much going on that we don't know about, that we can't see, that we can't perceive, that we don't understand. But there's some information that is given to some people so that we can share it. It's up to each and every individual person to hear what it is the person is having to say, and if it resonates with you. If it does not resonate, let it go. If it resonates, then these are the people that you want to continually stick to because there's a message there for you. People are assigned to people. I had my teachers assigned to me, but I had to go seek them out because my spirit team required that of me. If we choose to ignore those inner promptings, we have to pay the price. We have to pay the price, but we don't necessarily know that we're paying the price. We don't realize that there's something that I was supposed to do. I got the nudge, I got the internal message. It went to my brain and it said, you need to do this. And I chose not to do it. Then as I walk down this path, and when I say consequence, I don't necessarily mean it's negative because this is all about learning lessons, learning spiritual lessons. So if I get a nudge of something or someone I'm supposed to follow and I choose not to follow them for whatever reasons, then I go through a whole new lesson. If I'm almost at the end and getting ready to pass a test that I don't even know I was being taught, and I don't take the next step to pass the test, to pass whatever lesson it was, then I have to start over from the beginning. That's why we have more than one life. We have been trained to believe that we live once and then we die. That's the furthest thing from the truth. We come into life to learn lessons so that we can continually evolve into the highest place and be like God and become God. Go back home. You know how we are sojourns walking through this life and this is not my home? This is not our home. Where the goal is to sojourn and go on this journey so that I can go back home. And going back home is going back and reintegrating with the Most High. But we cannot go if we don't learn the soul lessons in order to know God. This is how we learn who God is, by how we respond to situations. Now, a lot of people believe that you're supposed to always respond to people nice. That is the furthest thing from the truth because we most importantly have to learn boundaries. Boundaries for ourselves. So if I let somebody run over me and then they put their car in reverse and run over me again, and I'm like, well, I forgive you. I have just compromised myself and giving my energy away, giving a part of me away to somebody who obviously does not have my good in their mind. This is all about them. This is about learning. Okay, this person just ran over me. They reversed the car and backed up over me. Am I going to continue to let people treat me in this way? That means that there is a value, there is a worth that I have not recognized within myself. Because I'm not going to let nobody run over something and then put it in reverse and run over it again if it's mine, because that means I don't value it. So we have to learn how to learn. We have to learn how to teach people to treat us. I see, and don't get me wrong, baby, I was the one too, because I didn't have a family unit that taught me anything about human dynamics, human relationships, or boundaries. And so I had to learn the lesson. I had to learn some very, very difficult lessons. And in learning those lessons, I realized I had to completely cut people out of my life that meant me no good, and build a new life with people that value my presence. That's like death and resurrection. You allow yourself to go through the crucifixion because you recognize what I have been living on, the foundation that I have been living on is not the right foundation, because this foundation is going to cause me to be sacrificed to the world. But what about me? So that's when we recognize, okay, I've got to destroy this old man and become a new creature, a new creation in Christ. Will we allow people to see Christ and run over him and then back up over him again if we walking in the streets and we see this and we notice it's Christ? No, we'll be ready to fight. So that's the same way we have to be with ourselves. Good evening. Okay, so that's one of the messages that I have, is about boundaries, personal boundaries. I cut probably 99% of the people out of my life because I had no personal boundaries. I was in a family unit that did not teach me these things. Whether it was intentional or not, I believe it was intentional. But whether it's intentional or not, you don't want to be around people that don't value you, because they will do things that are detrimental to your health, detrimental to your life. They'll keep you in a low vibratory frequency so that you're not able to grow. These are energetic cords that they hold you down to the bottom while they rise to the top, because they're siphoning your energy. Whenever anybody mistreats you, wherever anybody says a smart word or does anything that steals your energy, we know what that feels like. When somebody says or does something that pierces our heart and we're like, wait a minute. Yes, it is what that was. They did something intentionally to you. It's not on accident. So we have to make the call on, how am I going to handle this? We have to use our intellect at this point to handle people that misuse us or handles us incorrectly. I'm going to give you a quick example. There's this lady, I just haven't been there long, but there's this lady who said something, not to me, but to our office manager, that had something to do with me and my money, where she had no business in my business, right? Because I've gone through my lessons of boundaries, I learned that you just crossed my boundary. You just crossed my boundary. So I had to get with her in that moment. It was a professional get with, but it was a get with all the less. And it had and everybody in the office was aware of it. I want everybody in the office to be aware of it. Because I want everybody in the office to understand if you cross my boundaries, there is going to be a price to pay. And I don't care what it looks like. Okay? And so she tried to come over there and say, no, it wasn't. I said, I don't want to hear it. You ain't got to explain nothing. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. And then she turned around and walked away. So from that moment, before she jumps into my business, she's going to have a second thought. Now, she continually did this with just other little bitty things. She continually always had something to say. I was on a meatless diet. And when I decided I wanted to eat meat, I brought me some chicken salad to work. And we all in the elevator. And somebody says, what you got in there? I said, some chicken salad. She's like, oh, I thought you were vegan. Bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't have to report to you who I am. So she continually did things like this. So I had to make a decision. And she's not the type that even recognizes what she does because this is who she is. So she's not my type of person. So I said, I'm going to ask you not to say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. And then I went on about my business. And that's just what it is. Don't say nothing to me. Because you bother me. She bothers me. And she intentionally does it. And I'll tell you what it is. She was trying to siphon my energy. And this is for the ladies. I want the ladies to understand this. And this is for the gentlemen too, because people will do you like this. This is a form of witchcraft. What they do is they try to get you in a uproar so they can steal that energy. So I never get in an uproar. I'm always just as calm and cool as I am right now. Don't say nothing to me. Okay, I'm going to ask you not to say nothing to me. And that's just it. So you don't want to give out too much energy so they can try to siphon the energy. And then they use that energy because they feel as if, oh, I got one up on them. I can't believe this is how the world works, but this is how the world works. It's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. So you have to monitor and control the energy that you put out there. Right? And this is men and women. It's wild out here in these streets. For somebody that didn't grow up like this, I thought something else, but I was programmed to think something else so other people can steal my energy. But that is over. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. The information that I'm sharing with you guys on these lives is valuable information that I have paid thousands of dollars for, and I spent thousands of hours learning. Okay, so that's one of the main ones, boundaries. Just want to make sure. Just checking. Okay. The next most important thing as we are going through what we are going through is you have to get on the purpose in which you were created. You have to get on your destiny. You have to get on your path. It's a must. Because right now is the split. The split is taking place. The wheat and the chaff. The old earth and the new heaven. The split is taking place. The people that are going to go with the old earth are the people that are continuing to live life as they always have lived life. They're old. They're passing away because they are not allowing their consciousness to raise their frequency. The people who are going to New Jerusalem, the new earth, are the people like us who are learning new concepts of energy, frequency, and vibration, and who are doing the things that they need to do in order to find out why they were created. It's going to require a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of inner work, love work. They call it shadow work. They call it self-love work, but it is required. It's a requirement to go into the new earth. You have to know why you were created. Why did the mother and the father create you? If you need help with that, that is one of my specialties. You can shoot me a message and I'll share with you the rate for those. It's not expensive. And this is going to be based off of your astrological placements that were happening during the time of your birth. It's a GPS system for each one of us. So we'll know, why am I here? What is the mission? What is the contract that I came in here on? Because if you don't complete the contract that you came into this existence on, then you got to do it over again. We don't like do-overs for the most part. We want to learn the lesson and we want to move on. I'm feeling like there's something else in the mission and the destiny, and what exactly am I missing in the purpose in which we were created? What message do I need to share with the collective? Right, the sun. The sun is what our purpose is. What am I missing to share? What am I missing? There's something here that I need to get. Bear with me. The sun. The sun, the S-O-N, Christ consciousness. This is how you achieve Christ consciousness, is to get on the path in which you were created so that you can complete your contractual agreements that you came in here on, but our memory was zapped. And so although we are focused on attaining material wealth, the purpose in which we came into this existence is to find out why we came here and to complete that contractual agreement. We are here to learn what it is we need to let go of. We're here to put an end to generational curses. We are here to decide, am I going to stay as the old man, or am I going to evolve into a new creation? This is highly important. I would almost say this is number one. To find out why you were created and to complete that contractual agreement. To come out of the old way of being and take a look at all the options that you have. The beautiful thing is that we don't have to just say, oh, I came here to sing. I'm just saying, for example, I came here to sing, and that doesn't mean that you just have to sing at church. You can sing in children's church. You can sing in the choir. You can sing possibly R&B if it doesn't compromise who you are. Not R&B in the old world because we know that's a demonic system, but creating new music that will raise our frequency. Creating new music that will reprogram our thought processes. You know how demonic music, we start dancing to it like that. There's the opposite of that. There's the polar opposite of that. There can be music like Nico is one of my favorite. I will be one of the greatest. That is a value. That is a promise. Always wanted to be famous. Just being real. Yeah, just being honest. That's a program. You want to surround yourself with people, places, and things that will naturally program you to the highest and greatest version of yourself. But you have to know who you are in order to surround yourself with the right people. And that starts with ending contracts and agreements with the wrong people. And that can be family. And most of the time it is. And friends. And lovers. Making a decision on which way you're going to go, right or left. And if you stay still, you're choosing left. If you don't grow consciously, if you don't change the filaments of your brain and make them wire or spark in a different way, you're going left. When you listen to videos like this, these videos, whether you know it or not, my voice, whether you're aware of it or not, this is a frequency that is changing who you are. It is raising your consciousness. Raising your consciousness is understanding life in a different way. Like the boundaries. I don't know if y'all are young or if y'all are older, but in my generation, I was just raised to be nice to people. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. Nice is not in anybody's contract. You don't have to be nice to people, but you do have to treat people as you want to be treated. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be smiling ear to ear. Sorry. You don't have to be smiling ear to ear to make people think that you're not a threat. Maybe sometime they need to know that you actually are a threat. And like, for instance, yes, I talk about the Most High God, the Mother and the Father. I talk about spiritual things, but I do choose to use profanity because I can. We've been programmed to think that we can't use some words because they're curse words. No, a curse is a curse. That's when you put something on somebody so that it would affect their lives negatively. So the first and second round of Star Seeds, we come to teach y'all there's another way of being. I can say fuck if I want to. And then in the next breath, talk about how good the God, Most High God is. But that's what they don't want you to know. And I'm just as bold enough to do it. And I love that about me. I'm trying to figure something out so this phone won't keep sliding down. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, I think I got that out as far as purpose, what your purpose is in being on the earth and completing that purpose. That is very important. And again, if this is something that you want to learn more about, shoot me an email at chemistry2332@gmail.com and I'll tell you about the rates. If you're looking for a reading, You can email me at chemistry2332. Readings are very in-depth and deep. I don't really do readings on like my readings are focused on evolution, higher consciousness, going into the new earth, um, receiving Christ, earning Christ consciousness, cleansing yourself in the blood of the Lamb, and that your robe is made clean and you live eternal life and breaking generational curses. That's my specialty. I'm not the one to come to for readings on does he love me. I can tell you if he loved you or not, but that's not my passion. Also, I'm gonna hold off on that one minute. Oh, also, I can help you find out what your karmic lessons are. What is it you need to learn in this lifetime? Like one of my main lessons was boundaries. And I gave you that example of what boundaries look like. Don't let people just treat you any kind of way. And another story. Here's another story time. Someone that I like, because I like her character. She's a very nice person, like I used to be. Just nice. Just really nice because you want to be accepted. You want to be in the crowd. You want to be amongst the group. But I can see what people are doing. People ask you a lot of questions to find out about you just so they can turn around and use it against you. It's okay to lie to people and tell them falsities about your life to protect you. I'm not saying just lie for the sake of lying, but people ask you questions about your life so they can send you negative energy. So you have to be aware that this is how the world works and protect yourself in the process. And it's okay if you say, I don't believe that it's not okay. So I don't believe that it's okay to lie. Like I said in the beginning, search your own self. And if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. But this is a strategy to protect yourselves from wolves. When you are a good person, you're the sheep in this world. And they are looking to turn you up any which way they can. And they come to you to get the information in order to do it. So if you know that people are already like that, already equip yourself. What I'm going to tell them this, I'm going to tell them that, I'm going to tell them this, I'm going to tell them that. This is not a lie to hurt somebody else. This is a lie to protect yourself. Because they don't need to know. But instead of getting into the fact of saying, oh, that's not your business, what you really want to say, because you don't want to start no whole nother extra, just give them some information. Just feed them what you want them to have so they can leave you alone, because people are like that. And when we understand people are wicked, because this is a fallen world, whether we know it or not, we fell from the heavenly realms into this body. And now we have to learn how to walk in this world and protect ourselves in the process, which takes me to my next topic, is protecting yourself before you walk out of your home. Spiritually, energetically, protecting your auric field, right? This is highly important because people send, let me back up. Just like I have a relationship with my spirit team, and y'all are very much aware of that because that's where I get my messages from. And the Most High God, which is part of my spirit team. Other people have relationships with lower demonic energies, right? And in order for the energy to feed, they've got to feed off something. So the person, the human being that they're in a relationship has to do something so that they, okay, let's say we have this one person. They have a relationship with low vibratory beings. And then we have this nice person. This person sees that this person is nice. This person has the relationship with the low vibratory beings. So in order for this person to get the things, the physical things that they want, they say, okay, I'm going to give you something from them because they nice. They don't have no boundaries. They don't have no protections. So they're robbed right in their face, but they don't even know it because they don't understand the spirit realm. So boundaries is the first thing. We talked about that earlier. If you're just coming in, welcome. But go back to the beginning. I told y'all about boundaries. How to protect yourself. But I'm going to teach you now, or share with you now, how to protect yourself energetically, your auric field. So what the other person does, they will send that demon to you and it'll attach to you and pull your energy. And it'll feed off of you. And you walking around with an energy on you and you don't even know it. But you're sleepy, you're tired, you're unmotivated, you're depressed, you don't know what you're going to do, your mind is foggy. What's going on? Then now you're concerned because you're not yourself. You're a shell of yourself because there's something feeding on you that you're not aware of in your auric field. So if you have your pen and paper, I want to share with you how you protect your auric field before you walk out the house. I want you to imagine the sun is beaming a light down into your crown chakra. It's a beautiful beam coming into your crown chakra. And close your eyes and see that beautiful being of light coming into your crown chakra, working its way down into your forehead, into your eyes, into your nose, into your mouth, down to your chin, to your neck, to your shoulders. And all the while is putting this nice, beautiful golden light around your body. Go down your body, over your breasts, down your stomach, over your sacral chakra, down your thighs, over your knees, down your legs, into your feet, down into the earth. Now your body is covered with a golden protective shield. Now we're going to imagine that the earth is below us and the earth is doing the same thing, but we're coming up from the soles of our feet. The earth is beaming a light through the soles of our feet, back up through our legs, back up over our kneecaps, going up our legs, going past the sacral chakra, going through the solar plexus chakra, up above our breast, going into our chest, our shoulders, back up through our neck, chin, lips, nose, eyes, forehead, back into the sun. And then you say, thank you for putting a divine shield of protection around me. Ashe. Now you are protected from the bullshit people try to send you, because they send in some bullshit, because they got to pay those energies that's giving them material wealth, that's giving them success, that's giving them fame. They got to pay them some kind of way. Who they gonna go to? They gonna go to the nice person. So that's why you don't want to walk around this earth as the nice person. That's not part of nobody's agreement. You ain't got to be nice to nobody. Nice is an option. You don't have to be mean, but nice is an option. You can be kind, but you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be nice, is what I meant. You don't have to be nice. Any questions? I don't see any. Y'all have any questions so far? Is this helping y'all? And if it is helping y'all, I would love to give me a thumbs up. And if it is helping you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I definitely do get coming back to the channel a couple of times before subscribing. But at some point, I'd love for you to subscribe because we don't want you to be a monitoring spirit. Okay. Also, protections in the home are important. In the home, where you sleep, where you lower your defenses. So you want to do, and let me know if y'all want me to, thank you, Key. Let me know if y'all want me to have a video and cleaning the house and how to clean the house. But I would definitely recommend having saging every day when you get up and when you get home, after you shower, and or incense. I love incense. We'll talk about spiritually cleansing your floor because you walk outside, only God knows what's on the ground, and then you bring it into the house. I would recommend taking your shoes off at the door. Doing a spiritual cleanse at least once a week. We will talk about, whether you have an altar in your home. I would highly recommend having an altar in your home. Okay. All right. And so this is what this channel is about. This channel is going to be about whether the tribulation is here or not, that's not for me to say, but it is imminent. Okay. Where do we go from here? We focus on our boundaries. We focus on our protections. We focus on cleansing the energy. Oh, and get you a bell. Like low vibratory energies, they don't like bells. A bell that you could be like, that. If there is a lot of arguing in the home and there's not any peace in the home, you definitely want to go through a spiritual cleansing. And if you have any questions over that, you can email me at chemistry, KHEMISTRY 2332 at gmail.com. Okay, let's talk about the drones. The drones consist of 1 part government, 1 part intergalactic beings, and there is a spiritual war happening that we are not even aware of. And then when I say government, 1 part government, 1 part intergalactic being, and then another part Russia and China. And there's a lot going on that we don't know about. They're not telling us about. There are a lot of tunnels, underground tunnels, where they are rescuing children that have been trafficked and abducted and kidnapped and used for sex trafficking. All of this has been going underway, I believe, for the last 8 years. And one of my taglines is, where are the children? Because I want to put that question out into the universe. Where are the children? We want the children. We want the children that are underground. Where are the children? Because my voice, when I speak, I'm asking a question and somebody's got to answer it. So where are the children? We want our babies back so that we can bring them into our love and our protection. A society that is unable or unwilling to protect the children is a society unfit to live, in my opinion. If you can't take care of the children, you are not even fit to be on the face of the earth. You're not even fit to, you're not fit, period. You're not fit. You're not fit if you don't understand the importance of the children, because our children are our future. And if the children are fucked up, the future is fucked up. But besides that, children should have the opportunity to be children and to laugh and to play and to feel safe. And I got a big, big, big issue with that. So my taglines will always be, where are the children? Because as often as I say, where are the children, somebody somewhere got to answer that question. The question's got to be answered because it's in the universe, it's in the ethers. Somebody got to answer the question, where are the children? And we want the children back safe. Okay, moving on, because I get real heated when I think about that. Okay. So the tribulation, I want to get back to the tribulation. What does the tribulation consist of? It consists of war, famine, disease, and natural disasters. And so everybody have their opportunity to determine whether we're in it now or not, or whether we're moving into it. And so as we move into it, each and every person is going to experience some situations and circumstances within their lives that has the potential to turn it all the way upside down. And you won't have any old memories to pull from in order to pull you up or pull you out. And that's why the chosen ones are here. Not saying that we're chosen, not saying that we're better than y'all. It's just that we're the first fruits. We had to go through hell, truly go to a hell state, surrounded by people like Yeshua, who sacrificed them. And you must be willing to die to the old man, whatever that means, even if it means a physical death. Well, that's just what it's got to be. Because I refuse to live this life and bow down to Satan. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. I'm not doing it. And so you have to get to a place that you're not going to do it. Or you bow down. And there are going to be some people, and it's going to be a lot of people, because a lot of people are focused on material gain. That is their business. That has nothing to do with me. That is not my assignment. And I'm not going to worry about it. This is a 7-year period where very dark, negative forces come to still try to overthrow the Most High God. But we have already won this battle, but we must walk it out. And I know I've said this time and time again, but I'm not sure if it was on this channel. All these songs and all these cartoons and all these movies, these things are telling us what's going on. We know it's a song, walk it out, walk it out. And then Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us. There are a group of people that look like us, that have our same complexion, but they're not like us. They've been infiltrated. They have been put into our bloodlines to sacrifice the chosen ones so that we don't come back and we don't make an impact on the world like we're doing. And then the people that come after the chosen ones, they're going to go through the same difficulties, but they want to come through it, or they're not going to come through it. if you're not able to lose everything, if you're not able to lay your life down, if you're not able to raise your consciousness, if you're not able to figure out what your contract is and what you signed up to do, you won't be able to go into the new earth. I'm telling you now, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Because everybody else in your bloodline that comes after you do those things, they are born into sovereignty. I wasn't created to be in prison, but I was. But I had to fight my way out, and I'm still fighting my way out. I'm not ashamed of anything that I went through. Nothing. Nobody can come to me and tell me nothing about me because I've spent a lot of time figuring out why I did what I did, and I love the person that I was. I love the person that I am, and I love the person I'm becoming. And it was never an easy road. You want to get there. Right. Never be ashamed of your journey. Like Maya Angelou says, I wouldn't change nothing for my journey now. Now, if it could have been easier, but I still received immortality, I would have taken that. But that's not the way it worked out for me. Okay. It's a 7-year period. I just got to download. I'm going to pray on that one and meditate on that one. And then at some point in time, I will probably share it with y'all. Okay. Also, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a good one too. We must learn to live with less. We're a society that is gluttonous. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But we are. We got to learn to live with less. And as we go through the journey of going back home, we're going to have to give up a lot of things that we thought we loved. But I can tell you from experience on the other side, when you let a lot of material things go, you receive so much more internally. You become something brand new that is so much more valuable than an extra car, so much more valuable than an extra 1,000 feet of square foot in your home that you never really use. It's so much more valuable than a $50,000 watch. It's so much more valuable than gold. I love everything. I love physical things just as much as the next person. But I have to say that I truly love the person that I am with less. Right? We got to learn to live with less. Count it all joy when you face trials and tribulations, because this is what is saying that you are becoming more like Christ. You're being crucified. I know this is not a popular message. It's not, because this is talking about becoming less of me and more of her and him, becoming more like Christ consciousness, because you become something internally which lasts for eternity, and then it goes through your bloodline. What a great gift to give to your family, of a pure bloodline that is uncompromised from demonic low vibratory energies. No, we're not perfect. There's a difference between erring because you're human and allowing demonic energies to rule you. There's a difference. I'm not judging, and people that say that I'm judging a person, I must judge anything that's in my universe, because I am the creator of my universe, and I'm going to watch my universe to make sure the enemy doesn't encroach upon my family, and the people that I have in my universe. And that is the mentality that we're moving to. Anyone that is coming for ill-gotten gain is not going to make it to the new earth. They're going to go to a whole nother earth that is imprisonment. It's worse than it is in this earth. It's a devaluation. You know, like evolving, it's a devolving. It's a devolving from this experience that we're having. And from what I hear, it is absolutely not good. People want freedom and they're willing to sacrifice another person's life thinking they're going to get more freedom. But what they just did is they just purchased the devaluation of their life in a prison planet. In a prison planet. This is a prison planet, but it's even more prison planet than this one because this is school. You can make this one be what you want it to be. It might take a couple of decades though. But at least you'll get to experience a couple of decades in freedom as opposed to going to a whole nother existence when you pass and it's a whole nother prison planet. The least I can do for myself is if I gotta be in prison in this planet, at least when I pass from this life to the next, I'll be free. And that could just be me, or that could just be the mentality of chosen ones. And that's why we're chosen ones, that we're willing to sacrifice our life so that we don't have to live eternally in a prison planet. At some point, somebody got to sacrifice. Why not me? If I'm not able to experience the life that I want to live in this life, well, then I'm just have to sacrifice this life for the next ones and for my daughter behind me because the motherfuckers before me didn't do it. That's why somebody got to do it. Now I'm born into a prison planet. I'm chained up to a demon. A demon is sitting on me because my mother chose to sacrifice me so that in this life she could have riches. But her child is chained to a demon because she made a sacrifice for my life so she can live. I wouldn't do that to my daughter. I wouldn't do that to my daughter. So I sacrificed my life so she could live. My mother sacrificed my life so she could live. There's a difference. We're not the same. They're not like us, but they look like us. You tracking with me? So sometimes I will do the cards like this because it helps me get a channel. It helps me hear the messages. And then this is what come up. Out in the cold. People will leave you out in the cold. Most definitely. For their benefit. People that's closest to us. They really not though. But they fake. They fake like they closest to you so they can get close to you so they can learn about you so that they can send you attacks. I mean, I never thought I was going to be the one to tell y'all about how dirty people are. And I'm sure that as I grow, I won't be so curt. But right now, I'm learning the lessons of how dirty people are. And it's most of them. It is most of the people that we deal with. They will sacrifice other people for their own gain because at some point they've already lost the connection with the Most High, so they don't see anything wrong with it. This is how they survive. This is the way of living for them. Okie dokie, let me see. I want to make sure I get everything that was given to me today because I was given specific stuff. Okay, I think I might have said this, but I want to make sure. We have to be prepared to end very important relationships because the people that are not doing anything for us, they're siphoning our energy. If they're not doing anything for us and they never show up for us and they never are reciprocal, that person is pulling your energy in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Yay! I did it. I got it all. I believe that is it. Anybody have any questions? No questions? Whew. This is going to take y'all a long way. And I'm excited and I'm grateful for you. I wish you all many blessings as we go through this phase and this journey. And I will continue to do what I was created to do, and that is share these messages with y'all. And until the very next time, which will be soon, namaste.